What I'd like to do during the next 8 to 9 minutes is to focus on geospatial knowledge infrastructure and the way we have envisaged it in India, from policy to data to technology, all the way to economic prosperity. Let me start with a story. Last week, a week ago, I traveled to the villages of India's largest state, Uttar Pradesh. And the reason I went there was that this was the conclusion of a pilot project that we had been running for the previous 5 months. This pilot project is in one of the rural districts of India, Varanasi district, and the wheat crop typically gets sown in December and gets harvested in April. So I wanted to be there at the time when the harvest was getting completed. We had taken agriculture as a sector to experiment with. And we wanted to see whether the use of geospatial data and geospatial infrastructure could help increase agriculture yields. So last year, we spent time with farmers, with corporations and startups that work with farmers, and we asked them, what kind of geospatial data will help you increase the yield from agriculture? So they said, give us high-resolution maps, weather data, soil data, land records, irrigation data, as hyper-local as possible to that village and that farm. And if you make that data available to us easily, we can try and increase the yield of farmers. So we said, sure. So we worked with a set of geospatial data providers, most of whom are government agencies. We got them to give all the data, made it available through a geospatial data sharing interface. So each farmer during this 5-month period got advice on what to sow, when to irrigate, when to add nutrients, when to add fertilizers, when to anticipate high winds and high temperature, and when to harvest. And that was the experiment. And the belief was, if you made this advice available through multiple channels, you would be able to make a difference. And guess what? We saw a 15% increase in yield. Early data has come in. We're still evaluating final details. And in all, 26,000 farmers were covered in this experiment. None of this will be a revelation for this group, because this room is full of believers. This room believes that modern geospatial infrastructure and data can make a huge difference to every sector of the economy: agriculture, infrastructure, logistics, disaster management, urban development. So we can make substantial economic impact. In a sector like agriculture, let's set a target of 10% yield improvement. In highway infrastructure, India is going to build 54,000 kilometers of highways over the next 13 years. And using geospatial data intelligently can reduce the misalignment. We believe that a lot of money can be saved there, over $1 billion every year. Similarly, we estimated that national logistics cost can come down by $3 billion per annum. Disaster management, we can save $2 billion per annum. Property tax. India has a very low property tax collection, 0.2% of GDP. We said, can we move up to 0.4%? Again, $1.5 billion of money can be made. So there's a lot of economic impact by using geospatial data and infrastructure. But, and there's a big but, India's geospatial infrastructure is outdated. And therefore, what we're doing right now, we've got an approval for a National Geospatial Mission to revamp the mapping and data infrastructure of India. The Geodetic Reference Framework, a fully revamped ortho-rectified imagery, digital elevation models, and a geo-ICT infrastructure. So over the next 5 years, the foundation will be relayed on all these fronts. Once we get the foundational infrastructure in place, we'll have high-quality maps and high-quality geospatial data. If we make that available through a data sharing platform to government, private sector, and startups, they can innovate. And through those innovations, they can bring benefits to every sector of the economy. So that's the vision we have laid out for the full geospatial knowledge infrastructure. And I'd like to give you a little bit of overview on how we're envisaging technology. So we envisaged having a National Geospatial Data Registry, the NGDR, into which data from all the providers will come in. The data owners keep the data, but the registry allows metadata and a catalog to be shown to users, and private sector users and public sector users will have a geospatial interface through which they can get APIs to use for their applications. So that's the way we envisage doing this. In sum, I would like to close by saying that our big focus right now is to build a strong foundation. We're doing that in a mission mode. As we do that, simultaneously, we'll roll out applications which are citizen-centric, and that will lead to the creation of economic development and a thriving information economy. And the big news here is that it's all in the nature of public-private partnerships. Thank you very much. Hopefully, this was an interesting case study.